Picture a quiet morning, the kitchen still carrying the warmth of dawn, and on the table sits nothing more than a simple bowl of oatmeal with a soft curl of steam rising from it. At first glance, it seems ordinary, a meal anyone can prepare in minutes. Yet behind that plain appearance, something remarkable begins inside the body. Each spoonful can quietly nourish the heart, calm the gut, and keep blood sugar steady. But with one small detail overlooked, it can just as easily leave you tired, bloated, or sleepy before the morning is halfway through. The truth is, many people believe the power of oatmeal lies in the grain itself, but in reality, it depends on how we treat it. Just calling it a superfood is not enough. The way we cook it, the way we pair it, the timing, and the way we listen to our body are what truly determine whether it becomes an ally or a burden. I once met a woman who was 68. She was convinced she was living healthily by starting every day with oatmeal. Yet she often felt drained, struggled with sleep, and gained a little weight even though she was not eating more than before. Only after changing 3 small details in her preparation did her nights become restful again, her mornings more alert, and her blood sugar readings after meals noticeably improve within 4 weeks. The surprising part was that these changes had nothing to do with buying more expensive oats or chasing complicated recipes. The secret lay in rearranging the order, adjusting the level of doneness, and inviting the right companions into her bowl. We will explore this journey together. But before we begin, I invite you to take part in a small experiment. Look at your own bowl tomorrow morning and ask yourself, is it bringing you closer to health or quietly taking away the energy you need? And if you are ready to walk this path, leave your age and the country you live in. I would love to see from how many corners of the world these humble bowls are being cherished as guardians of health and longevity. Blood sugar moves like a rhythm, rising and falling after every meal, and the steadiness of that rhythm decides how strong or tired we feel. After 60, this rhythm becomes more fragile. The same bowl that once kept us full until noon can suddenly leave us shaky by mid-morning. Oatmeal holds a secret power here, not because of its name, but because of a fiber hidden inside called beta-glucan. When oats are cooked to the right texture, this fiber swells into a gentle gel in the small intestine, slowing the rush of glucose into the blood. Instead of a sharp spike and a sudden crash, you get a softer curve, a smoother melody that keeps the mind clear and the body steady. But it is not magic, it is dosage. Too little and the effect is weak. Too much and the body feels heavy. The starting point is simple: 40 to 50 grams of dry oats, a portion that when cooked becomes a satisfying bowl without excess. From there, the body itself will guide you. If you stay calm 2 hours after breakfast, if your hands do not tremble and your eyelids do not grow heavy, then the portion is right. If you feel restless or sluggish, the rhythm is off and the bowl must be tuned. Some find they need a little less, others a little more, depending on weight, movement, and even the season. The danger is not only portion, but also disguise. Many people sabotage the rhythm by drowning oats in sugar, syrups, or sweet toppings, turning a steady melody into a noisy storm. Before reaching for sweetness, think first about texture and warmth. A creamy spoonful with the scent of cinnamon or vanilla can satisfy without the spike. Gentle fruits like apple slices or a handful of berries can lift the flavor while protecting the very balance you are seeking. For those managing diabetes, the lesson is sharper. Oatmeal can be an ally, but only if you watch carefully. Test your blood sugar 2 hours after eating, learn the response of your own body, and adjust with patience rather than sudden change. It is not the oats alone that decide your future, it is the harmony between the bowl and your biology. In this way, oatmeal is less a food and more a conductor. It sets the tempo for your day, it decides whether your energy will rise and fall in jagged bursts or flow like a calm river until the afternoon. The question is whether you let the bowl play its song, or whether you silence it with habits that break the rhythm. After 60, the story of health is no longer only about the heart or the gut, it is also about the quiet erosion of muscle. Every year, the body naturally loses a small portion of lean mass, a process called sarcopenia, and with it comes weakness, slower steps, and greater risk of fall. Oatmeal, though filled with fiber, minerals, and antioxidants, cannot fight this battle alone. It offers energy and protection for vessels, but it does not supply enough high-quality protein to preserve the strength of arms, legs, and grit. Without protein alongside oats, the morning meal becomes incomplete, leaving the body fueled but unguarded. Think of protein as the anchor that keeps the ship steady. Without it, oatmeal is mostly carbohydrate, digested quickly, sending blood sugar upward before dropping it down again. With protein, the journey slows, the ship steadies, hunger retreats, and muscles receive the signals they need to repair and rebuild. For older adults, the presence of protein in the first meal of the day is not optional, it is essential. Research shows that 20 to 30 grams of protein in the morning helps older bodies maintain lean tissue, balance glucose, and reduce cravings later in the day. There are many ways to weave this anchor into a humble bowl. Some stir in thick Greek yogurt right after cooking, letting it melt into the oats and add a gentle tang, then scatter a few walnuts or almonds for crunch and healthy fat. Others blend soy protein or a plain whey powder into the warm oats until smooth and creamy, creating a complete meal without excess sweetness. For those who prefer a savory path, a boiled egg or a slice of tofu on the side balances the bowl without losing its simplicity. Each of these pairings transforms oatmeal from a quick carbohydrate to a balanced meal that nourishes muscle as well as mind. The flavors can still be warm and inviting without sugar. Cinnamon, ginger, a drop of vanilla, or even grated lemon peel awaken the senses and make the bowl satisfying. The key is to let protein share the stage rather than letting oats perform alone. The body after 60 deserves that partnership, because strength is not only about lifting heavy things, it is about carrying groceries without strain, rising from a chair without effort, climbing stairs without hesitation. So when you sit before your bowl tomorrow, ask not only what it will do for your heart or your blood sugar, but what it will do for your muscles. For in the years ahead, it is muscle that will guard your independence, and oatmeal becomes a true ally only when it walks side by side with protein. The secret of oatmeal is not only in the grain itself, but in the way heat and water transform it. Inside every flake lies beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that lowers cholesterol and steadies blood sugar. But this gift only awakens when cooking is done with care. If oats are left half raw, the gel remains locked, digestion becomes harder, and the stomach feels unsettled. If they are boiled until lifeless paste, the structure collapses, digestion becomes too fast, and the gentle curve of blood sugar turns into sharp peaks and valleys. The treasure is in the middle ground, the golden texture that is soft yet alive, creamy yet with form. For rolled oats, this means a gentle simmer of 5 to 10 minutes, stirring often, adding water slowly until each spoonful glides but still shows the outline of the grain. For steel-cut oats, the dance takes longer, 20 to 25 minutes on low heat, adding water little by little, tasting for a slight bounce when chewed. If using a microwave, patience is still needed, adding enough liquid, pausing to stir 2 or 3 times, letting heat distribute evenly. The sign of success is not hardness and not mush, but a porridge that holds together with quiet strength. There is also the matter of what liquid to use and when. Water is the true partner in cooking, keeping texture, light, and fibers intact. Milk, whether dairy or plant-based, should join after cooking ends, stirred in while the oats are warm but no longer boiling. This simple change preserves delicate vitamins and antioxidants, prevents heaviness, and gives a smooth finish without losing balance. For those with sensitive digestion, another path exists. Rolled oats soaked overnight in water or mixed with yogurt can soften gently, making them easier to tolerate, though this is a choice, not a command. What matters most is to find the form that allows the body to receive the gift fully without discomfort. Think of it like unlocking a chest. Undercooked oats keep the lock closed. Overcooked oats break the treasure inside, but the right texture opens the lid wide and lets every benefit flow. Tomorrow, when you lift your spoon, ask yourself, does this bite feel alive or does it feel heavy? The answer will tell you whether your oats are working as silent healers or as empty fuel. Health is rarely about extremes. It is about balance. And nowhere is this clearer than in the size of the bowl. Oatmeal carries power, yet even the best food can turn against us if eaten without measure. 40 to 50 grams of dry oats, A half cup before cooking is the point where nourishment and comfort meet. Once water's done its work, this portion doubles in size, enough to satisfy without burden. Beyond that, the body may feel heavy, digestion may slow, and the quiet benefits of oats can slip away unnoticed. But oats are never meant to stand alone. Their true strength emerges when they invite the right companions. Fresh fruits, especially apples, bananas, and berries, bring natural sweetness along with fiber and antioxidants that protect the heart and sharpen the mind. Nuts and seeds, when scattered with care rather than poured without thought, add protein, healthy fats, and staying power. A spoon of Greek yogurt swirled in while the bowl is warm adds creaminess and the balance of probiotic. A drizzle of flax oil or a spoon of almond butter enriches without overwhelming, turning the bowl into a complete and sustaining meal. Spices play their quiet role too. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, or a trace of vanilla awaken the senses, giving depth without the trap of added sugar. And what about salt? A pinch at the right time can enhance the natural sweetness of oats, but only if total sodium for the day remains within safe limit. For those managing blood pressure or heart concerns, flavor can be lifted by herbs, citrus zest, or warm spices instead. Companions are not only about what enters the bowl, but also about how the rest of the day unfolds. If breakfast has been rich with nuts and yogurt, then let lunch be lighter, with vegetables and lean protein. If dinner is simple, the morning bowl can carry a little more. Balance across the day is as important as balance within the bowl. The art lies not in creating a feast, but in arranging harmony. A modest portion of oats, touched with fruit, seeds, and spice, can leave the body full yet light, satisfied yet alert, ready to move into the day without craving or fatigue. Tomorrow, when you measure your oats, pause for a moment and ask, am I building a bowl that comforts my hunger or one that overwhelms it? The answer will shape not only your morning, but the rhythm of the hours that follow. No two bodies after 60 are alike, and that is why a single recipe cannot serve everyone. The same bowl that nourishes one person may trouble another. Depending on health history, medications, and daily rhythms, context is the silent medicine that determines whether oatmeal becomes a shield or a burden. For those living with high blood pressure, even a small pinch of salt deserves attention. In such cases, flavor should rise from cinnamon, ginger, vanilla, or a trace of citrus peel rather than sodium. For those managing diabetes, the bowl is both ally and test. A gentle portion of oats paired with protein and healthy fat can steady glucose, yet the proof lies in the meter 2 hours after eating. Numbers that stay calm reveal harmony. Numbers that climb too high call for smaller portions or different companions. The story changes again with the stomach. Some carry a sensitive gut where too much fiber at once brings gas and discomfort. For them, the answer is to start with smaller servings, softer textures, and a slow increase week by week. Others face the opposite challenge, unintentional weight loss that weakens strength. In those cases, a little more creaminess from milk, yogurt, nut butters, or even a drizzle of honey can restore energy without chaos in blood sugar. And there are those who must guard the kidneys. For them, protein must be chosen with care, enough to protect muscle, but not so much as to overwork organs already under strain. This balance is delicate. And here the wisdom of a physician or dietitian is the true guide. Medications also whisper their influence. Cholesterol drugs, blood sugar pills, diuretics, or thyroid medication may all interact with the timing of food. Spacing oats and pills apart by the right interval often makes the difference between steady results and hidden setbacks. In the end, the measure of success is not written in numbers alone. It is written in how you feel 2 hours after the bowl. Are you awake and steady? Are you full without heaviness? Is your stomach calm and your hunger at rest for several hours? These 3 signs reveal whether your oatmeal is tuned to your body. So context is not decoration. It is the frame that holds the picture steady. Without it, even the healthiest food can falter. With it, the same bowl becomes medicine, tailored not by chance, but by awareness. The next time you prepare oats, pause and remember, your body is not the same as your neighbor's, and the right bowl is the one that sings in harmony with your own life. Through this journey, we have spoken of portions, companions, texture, and context, But now it is time to reveal the final truth. The real secret of oatmeal is not locked inside the grain at all. It is found in the rhythm of your days, in the habits that surround the bowl, in the quiet rituals that shape your mornings and evenings. Oatmeal is only a tool. It is the hands that guide it which decide the outcome. Imagine a simple practice at dawn. A glass of warm water before the first bite. 5 slow minutes of breathing that calm the heart and awaken the mind. A short walk to greet the rising sun, or a moment by the window letting the light touch your skin. Then comes the bowl, warm and steady, eaten without hurry. This order is not about rules. It is about sending a message to the body that the day will begin with balance. And imagine the closing of the day, a lighter dinner, a quiet stroll after the meal, sleep invited before the night grows too late. These details may seem small, but they are the soil in which health takes root. When sleep is deep, blood sugar steadier, hunger less demanding, the benefits of oatmeal unfold naturally. Without this soil, even the best bowl can lose its strength. So the true key does not sit in oats, nor in berries or nuts, nor even in protein stirred in at the right moment. The key is in consistency, in rituals repeated until they become part of you. The bowl is only the beginning, the invitation. What matters is the life that surrounds it, the choices that follow, the patience to adjust and listen. Give yourself 14 mornings to try, not chasing perfection, only tuning one detail at a time. The doneness, the portion, the companion protein, the ritual of breath and light. Watch how your body answers. Watch how your days shift. You may find that energy lasts longer, mood steadies, sleep deepens, and then you will know it was never just about a grain. It was about the way you chose to live around it. So tomorrow when you lift your spoon, remember, the bowl in front of you is humble, but the key it points to is vast. It points to strength, to balance, to independence, to years lived with clarity. The question that remains is simple. If you could change just one small detail tomorrow morning, which one will you begin with?